list, the attendance list will suffice. If you want to know who we are, you can go through the list at the end of the meeting and find out who we are. We are representatives of people that cannot be here, hence the big number. If the people that cannot be here are told to come here, it will be chaos. We're trying our best and have been trying our best for many years to get the basics, to get the to actually make the sound today. We've been asking and begging, we've been fighting, we've been destroying our own property to get to this table. It does not need, it should not be that it happens this way. There are men and women seated at this table and at the other table on the other side of this meeting who are the cause of this. Some deliberately, some through fighting each other, some because the people who are supposed to have oversight on them ignore them, and it is at our peril, the communities. We need all the leaders, all the people that are here today to honestly, because we've heard so many promises for so many years, we've waited in vain. We need all the leaders that are here today, all the people, the directors and whatnot that are here today, to come with facts and truth, and none of the things that I said, the word that I can't use now. We need it desperately, because you have seen now that we are united. You have seen now that you cannot say, Richie, he speaks for yellow, why are you striking? You see that you can't go to Horopan or Kutanang and say, we just need 15 of you, you will be employed, the ones, the troublemakers will be employed. It cannot happen anymore. Those are apartheid tactics, divide and conquer. We are united now and need you to be united and honest about the services that you render to us. It cannot be that we sit again at this table. It's technically the last chance. Thank you.
Thank you very much for input. Can we just agree that before you speak, you just introduce yourself? We might not know each other's names around the table. And so we listen to the issues which were raised. I don't know whether there's some follow-ups. And from the group.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity. I'm from the South African Artisanal Miners Forum, and going through the list, I can see some of our demands are not written down here. So I don't know whether they're going to be added at the end of this, or should we add them as we get along?
That's all right. The rules. Give us your name.
Oh, my name is Patrick Maposo. I just thought I did, but it's fine. Patrick Maposo from the South African Artisanal Miners Forum. There are issues from our side, and we have handed in a couple of memorandums to the Premier before, and we didn't get any response. Hopefully today we will be able, along with this march that was organized recently, we were part of as well. Hopefully we will get something, but we will outline some of our demands that are not written here as well, that have been outstanding for too long.
I don't know which group of the artisanal miners are coming from.
There's only one group of artisanal miners.
Because we had various meetings with the leadership of artisanal miners saying this and this.
Oh, there's only one forum.
And there you should know.
Yeah, we are from the South African
Artisanal Forum. You should know.
No, I know there are
many meetings with them here.
Yes, I know. There were some differences. And
we responded to the memorandums which were presented. An opportunity to give.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Advocate who's working with them.
Advocate Huta and
Advocate Kapashe, yes.
NTMR and
Chairperson of the meeting, if I may interject.
Yes.
If I may interject. In our discussions prior to this, as a delegation that is arrived here today, we discussed there, as the memorandum says, there are memoranda that need to be reviewed that were given to the municipality, to the Premier's office in previous years, and that we would hand them in or request your office and the office of the mayor to indicate to us that you have them, so that they are there and you are acting on them. That's it on that issue. If we discuss point by point the different memoranda that have been handed over the years, we're going to be here for a long time, and we need to get to specific issues that are in the 7 days part of the memorandum that was handed over on Thursday. Thank you.
All right. So let me just read here to clarify the purpose of the meeting. What the memorandum says, what we are responding to. The memorandum says we call for immediate and urgency SPM Council meeting to deal with the following issues within 48 hours. That is the immediate suspension of all price increases for services. And bullet point number 2, an urgent meeting called by the Premier and the Mayor with the community leaders within 24 hours to discuss emergency issues and demands regarding the mismanagement of the municipality and the different detailed demands of each of the above community groups. So that's the reason why I was asking for input, because the purpose of the meeting is for us to get some details and some elaboration on some of the issues which I you ask for this meeting. This meeting is basically a follow-up on this memorandum to give us details of what is in the memorandum, and which I firmly believe that does not prohibit anybody who would want to come with something which is not in the memorandum. Are we on the same page?
I just wanted to confirm.
Yes.
Sorry, Premier, I just wanted to confirm that what we're having there is similar to what I have here.
It's what I signed and what you signed.
I hope it is so.
This is what I signed and what the community signed.
So I mean, let me just confirm. It's the same.
You have the soft copy and not the side copy.
Or you have the side copy?
I've got a signed copy that you signed on.
Okay, okay. No, I thought it's complete of that.
Okay, no, it's not something.
You have the same paper.
But if you want copies, we can arrange.
Please, sir.
Can we get some? Can we get some extract of this one? Beside you? Okay, so the sense, the reason why we've got everybody in here from the side of government, we got it as we went through it, and the sense that we got in terms of this bullet point number 2, that we are calling, instead of us deriving benefits only from this, there's certain areas of this memorandum we want to elaborate. That is my attitude towards this. Might be wrong, but that is what the request is. Okay. So that's the reason why after the welcoming you and said, because there's a whole lot of grievances which are adequately articulated. We are not visitors. We are not strangers. We stay in this town. And some of the issues which are being raised is things that we experience on a daily basis. The day I came to collect a memorandum, I could not take a bath at my house. There was no water. So these are things that we also experience. So it's not that we are strangers, like what happened with those two men. Is it in the Bible who asked Jesus, "Are you a stranger in that you don't know such great news of the city?" So we know, we live, we experience these things ourselves. And so the issue that I thought we will be doing is to get elaboration, because even after the memorandum was raised, it was a bit of a scuffle, which placed the leaders in a bit of a difficult position, because people from the crowd were saying, Myanmar didn't speak and other. That's what was actually happening. There were people who were actually protesting. We had a bit of difficulty can get me out of there, to have the memorandum signed, because they were saying there are certain issues that concerns their communities which are not in the memorandum. So my attitude of today is for us to elaborate on issues which are in the memorandum, but if there are any issues, even with, to an extent of saying, we are going to engage with you further if there's any other issues which are not in the memorandum, so that we include it. So we are coming here, opening ourselves up to say, get the memorandum, elaborate on those issues you want to elaborate on, but if there are certain issues which are not covered here, as people were protesting, then let's get into those issues. And then thereafter we can open up for discussions. Okay, ma'am.
So then if you live in Kimberley and you drive through the streets, Chantal Ritz, I'm the Ratepays Association. Why leave it like this? Why it's been deteriorating like very fast? You leave it like this, nothing's been done. And the people are now going to keep their rates. We are going to withhold our rates because it can go on like this. You also live here, so why does the city look like this? Why?
Do you honestly want me to respond to that question?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, Richard.
I don't know if the Premier is going to respond on that first, then I can make a point to make on the memorandum. The question mark.
Can we do what we are supposed to be doing? Or else we'll be all over the place.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
The issue that we have to look into, number one, is elaboration on the grievances which have been handed over to us. If there's nothing to elaborate, that is okay. And if there's any other issues which are missed out of the grievance, I think let's focus on the two issues.
Our
Or else we'll be all over the place. That's the reason I don't want to take the invite from Chantal.
understandably so, on Facebook probably, understandably so, sir, we have had a discussion at length prior to elaborating or drafting the memorandum. We were here on Thursday and we